How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. We're here for Mikel Arteta's press conference, of course, reaction. Arsenal face Leicester City away from home, of course, tomorrow. We go to King Power Stadium, back in the Premier League, back in Premier League action, of course, with a bit of an injury attacker crisis, people. We're mudded in the attack. But yeah, we're here to react to what Mikel Arteta's had to say about this upcoming game against Leicester. Before you do start, make sure you guys smash like buttons up as always. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And also, get your thoughts down below, man. I'd love to hear what you guys are saying about the game tomorrow as we face off against Leicester. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Thanks for watching me today. But yeah, let's get into it, man. So he starts off obviously on Kai Havertz's injury. Oh, sorry. What the hell? Bro, what's going on? There we go. So yeah, he starts off on Kai Havertz's injury. So he said we were having a great camp in Dubai, recharging, training, having some time off, connecting again with nature in different environment. And then the injury happened in a very unexpected way. Certainly it was a big blow because of the injuries that we've had, but fortunately we've been through a lot this season. We have played without Gabriel, without Saliba, Ben White all season, Tomiyasu all season, Calaflori for 2 months, Marino for 2 months, Odegaard for 2 months, Saka for 3 months, Gabriel Jesus, all of them. So that's it. That's the challenge ahead. I love it and I look forward because we are still where we are with all the things I mentioned on the top, playing 4 times with 10 men, blah, blah, blah. Man, I said blah, blah, blah. Let's see what the team is made of. Bro, it's mad. Honestly, like I said enough, honestly, of what I've had to say about Havertz being injured. I think from top to bottom, everyone's got to take the blame, really. I don't think it's all on one person in terms of like part of it's on this manager, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, he does, I believe, overuse these players. I think he does run them into the ground as well. That's there's been many examples of that when we play against certain teams, certain games, different competitions where he's not really needed to use Alexis Saka, but he has done. I just think at times as well, in terms of like when it comes to game managing, sort of certain games as well, I think that's where this manager gets it wrong. And obviously something's got to be running. I mean, it just tells you what you need to know. When Martin, our whole front three, our main front three of Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and Kai Havertz, they've all got the same hamstring injury. Like, make it make sense, people. So yeah, I think, listen, Arteta takes a bit of his blame. I think obviously the recruitment take the blame. I think the owners take the blame as well. Because when it comes to failures in the transfer windows as well, for example, the January transfer window, disgraceful, disgusting. But even before that, the summer window, disgusting. But even before that as well, we've been crying out for a bit of backup, a bit of competition for Bukayo Saka on the right-hand side. And on now the left-hand side as well. Trossard and Martinelli, they've not been firing whatsoever. We've been crying out for a proper out-and-out striker. This is all down to recruitment. This is all down to, everyone at the club. It really is. So listen, I think a lot of people have got to take the blame for this one, for these injuries. On whether he enjoyed training to solve problems like this, yes, because I don't want to understand the narrative. If any team in this league lost 4 players in the front line like Lowe's, I know what the answer would be. I don't even want to mention that. We've been through a lot and we have sustained the level of performance and results until this point. So we're more than capable of doing that. That's the only thing that we're going to be looking at. He was asked on who might start up front from now on. You don't have to be very creative with the options that we have. I'm sure you're going to get it right. So that pretty much tells me it's going to be Sterling, Trossard, and Ranieri. Pretty much. But this is the question, guys, to anyone, Arsenal fans, let me know your guys' thoughts. Who'd be your current front three now with all the injuries out? Because I think Arteta will go with Sterling on the left. I think he'll go with Ethan Ranieri on the right, and I think go with Trossard down the middle, based off experiences, But do we give a more younger player a chance, like a Butler Olieji, for example, who's came through the academy? There's a few academy, youth players that are coming through who do play striker. Of course, the guy that's been on the bench is Butler Olieji. So do we give that guy a chance? I see some people say maybe give Lewis Skelly a run out on the wing, give man like Tierney on the left wing as well. But we're gonna have to try and definitely adapt to this, man. You know, but I do think the front three will be selling Trossard and Wanyeri. On whether Wanyeri could still fill the role, I think it's more about when. I think he's in there as a possibility more than a necessity. It's that real quality. He's been playing as attacking midfielder on the right wing, and I think he's been really good in that position, so that's fine as well. On whether Raheem Sterling could shine with regular football, yes, for other players as well, and for Leo to probably play on 2 or 3 different positions has been between all of us. We mentioned that many times, adding value from different players. It's probably been a little bit different in adapting to the qualities and the strengths of our players to go for it. The spirit is pretty certainly the same. On whether he's tempted to rush Bukayo Saka back, mate, why would you ask him that? I don't know, he says. Oh, God. We cannot rush this guy back, people. You do not rush the you go with a long injury, you can't rush this player back, man. Come on. We have a long-term injury, so what is faster? In a 10-day injury, 3 days is a lot because it's 30%. But in 3 months, a week is probably not that much. It's too early. He's in an early stage of rehab, so when we get a little bit closer and he starts to be... Listen, he needs to be out for the whole season, people. And I think he's going to be out for the whole season. We've got to accept it at the end of the day. On if Ben White could be involved against Leicester, we've got some good news here, people. Yeah, because he said, yes, Ben has been training more regularly now, so we still have to manage his load a lot, but he's going to be available, yes. So good news, Ben White is back, guys. Very, very, quality right back for Arsenal. Good that he's back with, playing. He's fully fit. He's ready to go. Because again, what if Timber? See, that's kind of like the next one I look at could possibly be on the list of another one strikes that another one bites the dust settings people. Yeah, with all our injuries, he could be the one that's next on the list. Coming back from the ACL injury, he's done so well to come back from that injury. And, stay fit at the end of the day. But I think we've got to be careful with him, so it's good that Ben White's back as well. On Everton using a photo of him scoring against Liverpool in a matchday programme cover, it's probably because it was the last time that Everton beat Liverpool at Goodison Park. So good memories. I look young. I was very powerful. I was a very powerful player, as you know, apparently. There we go. On his reaction to Everton. Okay, so listen, I know he played for Everton, but come on. I'm sorry, yeah. Why are you asking about the matchday programme? I know he's on the programme, but this is Arsenal-Leicester press conference reaction. I don't care about him on the matchday programme, with all due respect to Everton, yeah? But listen, I better not tell you the story of what happened. It was funny because I was watching the tablet and I lost connection. Lost connection. Man was using the dodgy streaming websites, man. The Fire Stick settings, maybe. I don't know. How's he losing a connection, Mikel? Yeah? He must watch the channel, people, because obviously you guys know me, We love to use the Cora Live and the Total Sportex and the Hesgo, or Hesgo ain't a thing anymore. But man's using these dodgy streamings and like stream links and everything to watch the free game. The beauty of football, that was uncertainty, and the fact for everybody, it's not the first time for everybody. It's really difficult to win matches in the league. That's why the hope and ambition are always there, because to do it consistently for 10 months is a very, very long league. However, the goal proves he's the answer to our striker shortage. I think we'll be in big trouble, he says. On Liverpool dropping points, when the gap becomes a bit smaller than expected, this way is really positive. You need that, generating momentum as well. The next few weeks are going to be critical, as to understand where we are after the international break. On how we keep injured players focused, by keeping them as close as possible, by the team and involved. They're responsible to manage this period. The energy in the team and support is in the best possible way to maintain standards, and the belief around the team to be connected, because when you come back, if you've been in the process every single day, there's a key buzzword, process. I think it's much better to achieve, again, the performance that we need. On maintaining our pressing up front, we will have moments in relation to the opposition qualities and the intentions they have, and our ability will hopefully be better and better in the next few weeks. As for now, always adapt to the qualities of the players. On facing Leicester away this weekend, finally, a question about Leicester and the actual game. Very difficult at home, top opponents. They make life very difficult. I know Ruud very, very well, and how he sets up his teams. You can see the spirit there. They're very much alive and a threat. Well, I mean, let's not forget, people, Van Nistelrooy actually beat Arteta when he was at PSV, that 2-0 game. On what he calls the number of injuries this season, you cannot prove it. So the evidence we can provide is very limited in many aspects, and each case is very different. I don't know about that, Mikel, because our whole front three's got the same injury, same type of injury. Obviously, some of them we know are based on a load of minutes. That's inevitable. Yeah, but that's down to you and the recruitment to get a better squad. We have players who have been injured and have been 130 games in the last 2 seasons. So in the end, it's an accident waiting to happen if you continue to load and load. It is this season, it is accumulation of that. The stress of that is luck. Is it preparation? Is it methodology? There are a lot of factors. It's very difficult to point at something, but the schedule's super demanding. Yeah, but again, it's that, oh man, it comes back, Mikel. I mean, this guy blaming the run of games, and that could maybe be a thing, that could be a case, but come on. It's down to us to have, that better squad there. It's down to us to go and do the business that's required in the transfer windows. We never did that. So that comes down to recruitment, man. It really is. On how Mikel reacts to seeing injuries, a big pain. I mean, what do you mean on how he reacts to seeing injuries? What do you think he's buzzing and over the moon that they got injured? I mean, why would you ask him? I'm not going to bother read that out. Whether he would have signed somebody knowing what he knows now, no. But we are always put in a situation where we were an injury or two away from a risky situation. When you try your best and do everything that you've capable of and you've done your homework, tried that, you don't achieve it, you can have regrets, but at least you know you've done it. And whether he will limit his ambitions this season, if I do that, I prefer to go home. No chance. On the mood in the camp, there's always a moment. That's just, again, that's another question like that. Whether he saw the impact on the players, the reaction is, what else do we have to do? Let's do something, that's it. That's the reaction. On how Kaya injured his hamstring. He was going to stop his shot after a set piece. Then he stretched the leg and felt his hamstring. Mad. Man was literally going to stop a shot from a set piece. Man went for a block or something, and then he's just, it's crazy. And whether he'll change the approach given the different profile forwards now, we have to be said. There's certain things that we're going to have to adapt, and again, it brings other opportunities as well. We're going to have a different front line of players that are very unpredictable. That's interesting that he said that, because we have a different front line of players that are very unpredictable. So I don't know, we may see maybe off the bench that a few, maybe that Bala Olieji guy. So it'll be interesting to see. Or they may, what he may do is he may, like, they may all interchange. So you have Trossard on the left, Sterling on the right, and then maybe even like Wanyeri down the middle as number 9, because he has played there before in the academy. It's talking about the intensity again. For me, that's not really an excuse. Yeah, I know there's a lot more games now, but come on, you can't use that as a main excuse. Whether he'll bring in a free agent, there we go. Diego Costa settings. We exploit every possible situation and make a decision from there. You watch us get Diego Costa, people. Oh my days, it's crazy. Whether he wants the Premier League rules changed to get Max Dalman involved. But this kid can't even play because he's too young, basically. So yeah, they went to the buyer basically. It's a clear rules on the age, and restrictions at the moment, very difficult to change that as well. That means no. Whether he'll keep senior players on the bench so there's more experience there, that's actually a decent question, to be fair. That's a good point, and sometimes it's a way of twisting your thinking and probably exposing the player and the environment that is from the beginning a bit easier. We have to cope with different contexts, probably, and some of them we haven't even imagined or really can't plan today, but we are ready. Whether he feels that bringing in an extra player would have been beneficial, a certain ability that can play in our level, that's a body, as we consider. It's very much yes. On how he adapts to training to help with fatigue, that's just, again, a bunch of waffle. Whether he takes heart from what we've already done this season, takes heart for what, mate? What are you chatting about? We ain't won anything. Whether Everton's equaliser helps change momentum, he says it helps. On how he gets Sterling going now. He's been much more involved recently, as well as on his merit. He's on the right to do so, obviously. So in terms of the minutes and availability we have on those players, all the players are going to have more exposure, and certainly Raz. He calls him Raz. Raz, big up Raz, bro. On the women's team playing Spurs this weekend, all the best. Let's do it again. It's going to be packed. Yeah, big up all the best at Arsenal women as well, man. Look at that, 50,000 tickets sold for the North London derby. But that's pretty much press conference, man. That's pretty much the press conference. Thank you guys, everyone who tuned in to this video. Make sure you hit the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Get your thoughts in down below. If you haven't already, go and check out my match preview I did earlier yesterday. I did it live, so go and check that out. My thoughts on the game tomorrow. And also, I'm going to be dropping an opposition preview with a Leicester fan, so to get a different perspective from Leicester, we can understand them better this season. That would be, that would be in 6 p.m. Friday evening, guys. 6 p.m. Stay tuned for that one, people. Should be a really good one. Looking forward to it. But thanks everyone who tuned in today. Take care, everyone. As always, come on, you Gunners. Let's win tomorrow. Do not let us down, Arsenal. We're out of here, guys. Peace.